So because Danny insisted upon wearing a Batman costume,
Batman.
that means that I'm left with no getup.
Yep.
I can't wear anything.
I'm Batman.
No, you're not Batman. You're not Batman. I should have been Batman. I'm the Batman on this show.
I wanted to dress up just once, Mitchell. Just once without you having to steal the show. Steal the spotlight.
No, I don't like it. I'm the one that
no,
wears the
no,
costume.
no, that's fine.
I'm the one who knocks.
No one wears a costume. Happy?
Thank God.
God damn it.
Hey, welcome to the Dan and Mitch Show. He's Dan.
And that's Super That Mitch.
That's right. And I thought I would dress up as both, seeing as though the film has two of them. It's a twofer, Danny. It's a twofer.
It is actually a twofer. Congratulations on getting that right.
Thank you. Oh, today we're on Batman vs Superman.
What? Shock horror? And I was wondering what the show was on.
You were, weren't you?
I thought it was death metal.
No, it's not death metal, Danny. Only an idiot would think it was death metal. Yeah, no, look, I didn't say it, Jan. Danny said death metal. Look, I wasn't going to talk about it. Look, go away.
Good people.
Now, for the people at home, shock horror, I have seen this film. I know, Danny. Could you believe
That's
it?
two
Could
in
you
a
believe
month.
that I saw this? I know. Well, I was sitting next to him. Anyway, Danny, I think we should start with impressions. So, what did you think about it?
I thought it was the dog's breakfast.
That was good. It was good, yeah?
Is dog's breakfast good? I thought dog's breakfast is a mess.
What's your position, the Bat Vigilante in Gotham? Clowns.
Well, it is a mess, but I think it's quite positive for a dog.
Oh, well,
Everyone
it's
loves
a dog's breakfast if you're a human, not if you're a dog.
That's better.
I thought it was pretty terrible.
Okay, how do I describe this? It was like superhero waterboarding.
Yeah.
It was just wave after wave of superhero lore and gossip and politics, and it was probably based on a comic book.
It was based on like four that were just jammed together.
It was so boring, Danny. And I'm not saying it's a bad film. I know everyone's saying, it's a bad film, I didn't like it. But I didn't like it because it was a bad film. I didn't like it because I didn't understand, Danny.
Yeah,
I didn't understand anything that was going on.
I agree. I think part of the problem is they never actually mention that that's Wonder Woman. Unless you know who Wonder Woman
Wonder
is. Case in point.
I thought she was Batgirl.
What? Really?
Well, I didn't know who she was.
Wonder Woman is one of the founding members of the Justice League with Batman and Superman.
So who is that trident guy under the ocean?
That was Aquaman.
What's he doing in this film?
Part of the problem of the film that I have is the problem I think you're experiencing is they didn't really explain a lot of things.
No.
I think this is a film made for comic book fans. But it's
made for
only
nerds,
made for comic book nerds. It's only made for people who know the source material because they never take the time to explain anything, to introduce anything, or put any of these fantastical things in context, which is what I have a problem with. For me, that makes a bad film.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually quite familiar with
all
the
of its
lore.
audience.
Yeah. I'm quite familiar with all the lore of Batman and Superman. I mean, you know me. I love comics.
For him not to like this film, that says a lot because he loves his comic books.
I love my comic books.
And this is the guy that this movie is for.
Well, I also liked Man vs. Steel. I liked that a lot, actually. I think
you?
Man vs. Steel is actually a really good film.
Yeah.
It definitely has its problems, but they were slight, and they seemed like they were even going to be getting addressed in Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah.
But I felt like they never really did. The whole film kind of got ignored, except for the setup of an emotional arc for Bruce Wayne.
I think we should talk about, before we get a bit too into the sludge, let's talk about some of the things we liked. The casting, I'd like to say, was pretty good. No problem there.
How good was Ben Affleck as Batman?
Yeah, he was great.
And Bruce Wayne, he played both roles fantastically and slightly different. And
there was a lot of backlash at the beginning about Ben Affleck being...
Yeah.
For some reason, he attracts a lot of hate. For some reason.
There's a lot of negativity. And I think... And that's one of the things from this film... is almost all reviews, whether it's one of the negatives like mine or some of the positives, which some of my friends really like this film, everyone all says, Ben Affleck was Batman.
Great guy. I was a little afraid for his health because he's looking a bit old. I'd like to say he's probably the oldest Batman that's
Yep,
been...
yep, he's the oldest Batman that's been
I thought
cast.
so,
Yep.
because he had a lot of grey hair.
Well, actually, the grey was fake. He doesn't actually have any grey hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they put it in there to
They
age
wanted
him up.
because
They
he
made
is
him
an
look
old
young.
Batman, isn't he?
Yeah.
See, that's something that I didn't understand. But I mean, we'll talk about that a bit
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
But yeah, Ben Affleck.
How about
fantastic.
Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman?
Oh, yeah?
The exotic character.
When
she was on, she was good. She was fierce.
I
think
wasn't
she
really
was
paying
interesting.
attention. I didn't really know who she was or what her
Well,
name was.
when she was doing stuff, it was interesting and fun to watch. And
When she was like flicking around on the computer, looking at
let's not talk
pictures.
about our computer scene. Okay.
This is my Superman hipster scarf.
What did you think of
Superman?
Superman. The casting. The casting of
The
Superman.
casting of Superman. I think he's fine. I
Yeah.
think he looks the part.
I've
He
never
looks-
seen a character look more comic book character
I know.
than Henry Cavill.
I think it worked to his detriment. He looked too much like Superman. He looked like some latte sipping freaking hipster with the thick framed glasses and the stupid curl in his hair.
He looked great. You know it.
I liked Superman. I didn't like his version of Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Which was just too Clark Kent. It was too Clarky for me.
Yeah, I hate when Clark Kent is so Clark Kent. I disagree. I think
Yeah.
he sold some of the worst lines in the film were given to Superman and Clark Kent,
He had a lot to deliver.
and I think he delivered them to the best of his
Yeah.
power. I think
Hats
anyone
off to
else
him.
that could have come across as absolutely terrible. He, I think, at least elevated the scenes and brought a. I just liked. He looked like he was holding the world on his shoulders, and I bought that about his character.
Yeah.
There's one I do want to talk about though.
Amy Adams. Yeah?
Wasn't there just a nice little introduction to her character?
She has such elusive nipples. Doesn't she? How did they manage to do that? That's a superpower, being able to shoot around that.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting, wasn't it?
As Lois?
I feel like her Lois. The problem with Lois in this film was she was just someone to throw in the danger and be saved.
Yeah.
She, in my opinion, didn't add anything.
She wasn't a
to
very strong character either.
She wasn't, and
She was
Lois
just a
should be the
damsel in
strong
distress.
character.
I know, I
she
agree.
should be the strong, independent character
Yeah.
that can solve problems and do things without Superman. And Superman should only be there when no one could save her. Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, my man Jesse.
I like him as an actor.
Yeah, sure.
Just he shouldn't have been anywhere near this film.
God versus man. Day versus night. Son of Krypton versus
Well, his performance reminded me of Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Yeah, me
Which
too.
I did enjoy because I was hoping that this film would have a little bit more.
Jokes, humor, comedy,
I thought it would have a.
entertainment.
I was hoping it would have a bit more Val Kilmer in it. I was hoping that O'Donnell would reprise his role
You wonder
as
why
Robin.
people don't take you seriously.
I was
Mitch.
hoping.
It's him. I am a winner. I am a winner. I am a winner.
You're psychotic.
We've talked about the characters. We've talked about whatever we've talked about. Let's talk about the plot. Can we
What
talk about the plot?
plot?
I didn't really understand it, Denny. So maybe you can explain it to me.
The plot. I
I've got
can.
a lot of
I
questions.
can attempt to explain the plot in its loosest term.
Yes.
You've got Batman who is angry at Superman for the destruction of a city, and then some reason Lex is trying to get Batman to fight him, thinking maybe Batman can kill him. I think. And then goes about manipulating Superman into fighting Batman, thinking maybe that Batman will kill Superman. I'm not sure. I really don't understand Lex's motivations.
Well, I mean, doesn't Zuckerberg realize that once he unleashes the Doomsday, he's not going to be able to be crazy and everything anymore because the world is going to get destroyed?
Yeah, that's my point. I really don't understand.
Is he going to go into space and live on the moon?
To me, a good villain has a plan where if the heroes don't get in the
Man
way,
with a plan. Yeah.
they'll accomplish something.
Yeah.
So this is my plan to accomplish this. And my favorite part, my absolute favorite part, not really, is they stop fighting because Bruce Wayne realizes that Lex calls out the name of his
Mother!
mother. Mother!
Yeah, that's a bit weird. I
didn't
thought he
make
was.
sense.
I mean, he had Superman right where he wanted him. He could have just, but he didn't. He said, "Oh, you've got your mum's Martha, my mum's Martha. Let's
It
have
felt like
coffee."
it felt like Step Brothers.
It did a bit, didn't it?
Martha? I
mean, they realised
did
that
we
they're
just
not-
become best friends?
Yeah, they realise they're not from the same mother, right? Or are they brothers? Is it? Did I miss something?
You want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
And she's
it's
like,
useless.
oh, well, and then suddenly the Doomsday comes and Lois is like, I'll go swim down and get it. Then he starts drowning. Then Lois has to drag him out of the water. It's like, well, maybe if you just left the spear on the ground, you wouldn't have had this irrelevant scene that added nothing to this otherwise great, interesting climax.
Oh, being very loud, Danny.
Sorry.
Oh, can you hear that?
What?
Nothing. Yeah. I'll tell him about the sound levels.
Stop it. Yeah, you too. Okay. Oh, no, that's polite. Thank you. Yeah, I will. I'll be a little quieter. Thanks, Jen.
This is my fault. So, Danny, I want to talk about Batman because this was a major part that I didn't quite understand, and I think maybe because it's based on a comic somewhere, but Batman killing people, what's up with that?
Yeah, that's
Can you explain it to me?
No.
Why is he killing people?
Batman shouldn't kill people.
At first, I thought maybe he was just firing like dummy bullets or something, but then when he started snapping necks, I thought, well, you can't really fake that.
Well, in its defense, a lot of the violence did come from that weird dream sequence. By that point, I just didn't care about the characters. So it was all just a wash of blandness for me, which I wanted to care.
I didn't. I'll be frank, Danny. I didn't care about him going in.
Yeah, no, that's
still
fair.
don't care.
I did. My problem
I care more
was-
about Ben Affleck, my man Ben. He was good people.
Oh, did you see that little clip where he was...
I did. I saw that. Oh, that was heartbreaking.
Does that break
wasn't
your heart? It broke mine.
Hey Terry, have we got a clip of that? Can we show that? Go for it, Terry.
Since reviews for the film have come out, and I don't know if you've had a chance to have a look at them, or like your response to those, or...
No, what are they saying?
Well, it's been getting a mixed response.
We won't get flagged? No? Okay, yep, just a tiny bit of it.
The interesting thing is that
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Look at his face. It breaks my heart.
Ben.
Poor Ben Affleck.
Oh, Ben.
Looks like he's going to have to go back to being Daredevil.
Stop it. Charlie Cox is Daredevil.
My Kent scarf is slipping off.
Because you've done it completely differently.
Have I?
Yep.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. So, Danny, I think we should probably wrap this up
Let's take it home.
because we have been talking about this for a long time. What did you think of it, Danny?
I didn't like it.
Didn't like it. How many Dannys are you going to give it?
Gonna give it 1.5.
Ooh, 1.5. What a punch to the gut.
Yeah.
What would Affleck think? Yeah, that's a pretty low score. I think that's possibly the lowest score Danny has ever given anything on this show.
It has, but I will say this. A lot of my problems
say
stem from the writing and the editing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the film is made in the writing and the editing. And I genuinely think that if they'd gone back and tidied the script up a little bit more, we could have had a great movie. I think there's enough good in there to maybe be entertained.
Yeah.
But because there's no emotional investment at any stage and a lot of things don't make sense from an audience point of view, I just can't give it anything higher than 1.5.
Yeah.
And
No, I think
it
you're
hurts
justified.
me.
You're justified.
I'm just sad. I'm really sad by it all. I really wanted to like this film.
I would describe the film for myself as kind of walking into a clan meeting because the moment everyone started talking, I realized I'm not supposed to be here. This isn't for me, but I can't leave the room because they'll kill me. The nerds will eat me alive.
I'll eat you.
And we were also sitting dead center in the film, and I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
I was just,
Sorry, I got you such good seats.
They were just such good seats. I couldn't leave. So it's always a shame to bring bad news to the people, the good people of our show.
The YouTubes.
It's a shame that we couldn't, we couldn't fix this movie.
Actually, what happens if I could?
Could Danny fix this movie? What do you have in store for us, Danny?
What I want to do is I want to fix it. Oh,
Okay.
How about I pitch?
Oh, wow.
Let's say Zack Snyder's come to me and said, this is a story, and at a story level, keeping all the same major beats, we just change or tweak a few little things and a few little scenes to make the film better.
Oh my God, Danny, you're hired.
Okay, done.
So we're going to do this right now.
Yep.
And so stick around after this. I can't be in this. All right, no, fine, bloody fine. All right, it's over to you, Danny.
Thank you.
I can't be in this show.
Please like and subscribe to this review if you want to see more movie reviews from us. Also, if you just click right there, you'll actually be able to watch me pitching a better version of Batman vs. Superman. Click it.
Click it, please.
You're back?
Yeah, just
Thought we...
I'm just I'm just getting ready for the next thing.
How many costumes are you wearing?
This is just what I wear now. It's what I wear. I feel like a fish. I feel like Aquaman.
You look pretty badass though. I mean, apart from the floating in the water like he was in a L'Oreal commercial, he looked cool.
Yeah. Stay tuned.